Hello and welcome to NoStress English, the podcast for learners who want to speak English confidently and naturally. I'm Alec.
And I'm Maya. It's great to have you with us for episode 7. Today, we are talking about something that almost every English learner experiences.
That's right. We're talking about how to stop translating in your head and start thinking in English.
You know that feeling, right? You're in a conversation, you have the perfect response in your native language, but by the time you translate it into English, the moment is gone.
Exactly. Or you start a sentence and suddenly stop because your brain is trying to find the perfect word. It's frustrating and it makes speaking feel slow and difficult.
It really does. So today, we're going to share some simple, practical ways to break that translation habit and make thinking in English a natural part of your day.
So, let's start with the big question. Why does translating in our heads slow us down so much?
Well, think of it like this. When you translate, your brain is doing 3 jobs instead of 1.
3 jobs, okay.
First, it forms the idea in your native language. Second, it searches for the English words and grammar to match. Third, it says the English sentence. That's a lot of work.
That makes perfect sense. Speaking directly in English is just one step. You think the idea in English and you say it. It's so much faster.
Right, and this is why learners feel stuck. Your brain is overloaded. It's like having too many tabs open on your computer. Everything slows down.
Let's make this real with a quick role play. Imagine someone asks me, "What did you do this weekend?" Maya, you ask me.
Okay. Hey, Alex, what did you do this weekend?
Okay, so here's me translating in my head. I would sound like this. This weekend, I go to the park with my friends. The weather was very good.
I can hear the delay. I can almost hear the gears turning in your head.
Exactly. Now let's try it again, this time thinking directly in English. Maya, ask me again.
Sure. So, Alex, what did you do this weekend?
It was great. Thanks for asking. I went to the park with some friends. The weather was amazing.
See, the difference is huge. It's not just faster, it sounds so much more natural and confident.
So how do we get there? The secret is something called language chunk.
Language chunks. I love this concept.
It's a game changer. A language chunk is a group of words that native speakers often use together. They are like ready-made phrases. For example, by the way, or it sounds like, or I'm looking forward to.
Exactly. Native speakers don't think word by word. We think in these chunks. It's like our brains have a library of these phrases ready to go.
Right. So when you learn "how are you doing" as one chunk, you don't have to think about the grammar. You just know it's the right way to ask.
This connects to the difference between thinking in sentences versus thinking in ideas. Translators think in sentences. Fluent speakers think in ideas and then use chunks to express those ideas.
That's a great way to put it. So let's get into the practical stuff. How can our listeners start building this habit?
Okay, first simple habit, Alex. Narrate your day, in English, in your head.
Okay, tell me more.
You don't have to talk to anyone. Just describe what you are doing using very simple sentences. For example, when you wake up, think, I'm getting out of bed. I'm walking to the kitchen. I'm making coffee.
I love that. It connects English words directly to actions with no translation needed. You're building a direct link between the world around you and the English language.
Yep. Okay, second habit, Alex.
Second habit is to change your dictionary. Stop using a translating dictionary. Start using an English to English or monolingual dictionary.
Oh, that's a really good one.
It forces you to stay in English mode. When you look up a new word, the definition is also in English. This helps you understand the word in context and builds more connections in your brain.
It keeps you immersed. I like that. What's the third habit?
This one is fun. It's the 5-minute English rule.
Okay.
Set a timer on your phone for just 5 minutes. For those 5 minutes, you must only think in English, about anything. Think about your day, your plans for tomorrow, the people you see on the bus.
And the key here is not to worry about perfection, right? It doesn't matter if your grammar's wrong or you can't find the right word, just keep your thoughts flowing in English.
Absolutely. Perfection slows you down. This exercise is about practice, not performance.
Okay, and our final habit brings us back to chunks. Learn in chunks.
Yes, so when you learn a new word, don't just write down the word itself, find phrases it's commonly used in.
For example, if you learn the word appointment, don't just learn that one word. Learn the chunks. Make an appointment, cancel an appointment, I have an appointment at 3 p.m.
This way, when you need to talk about an appointment, your brain doesn't have to build a sentence from scratch. It just pulls out the chunk you already know.
Exactly. And this leads us to another powerful habit, immersive learning. Use the English media you already love to your advantage. Okay, let's do a little practice right now with our listeners. We're going to say a few common chunks. We want you to listen and then repeat them out loud. Ready?
Let's do it. First one, repeat after me. On the one hand.
Great. Now the second part of that chunk. Repeat after me. On the other hand.
Okay. Next one, a very useful chunk for emails and meetings. Repeat. I'm writing to inform you.
And one more for daily conversation. Repeat. What do you mean by that?
Just saying those phrases out loud helps your mouth and your brain get used to them. It builds muscle memory.
It really does. And remember, the goal is to reduce translation gradually. It won't happen overnight. Some days you will translate more, and that's okay.
That's such an important point, Maya. Be patient with yourself. Every small step, like narrating your coffee making process for 30 seconds, is progress.
It's about building a new habit, and that takes time.
All right, that was a lot of useful information. Let's do a quick recap.
Okay, first, translating everything slows you down because it's an extra step for your brain. The goal is to think directly in English.
Second, start thinking in chunks. Common phrases that native speakers use. This is faster and more natural than building sentences word by word.
And third, build small daily habits. Narrate your day, use an English to English dictionary, try the 5-minute rule, and always learn new vocabulary in chunks.
And most importantly, don't aim for perfection. Aim for practice.
That's the perfect note to end on. We hope these tips help you feel more comfortable and confident thinking in English. You can try one of these exercises today.
Thank you so much for listening to No Stress English. You can find a list of these tips in our show notes. If you found this episode helpful, please consider subscribing.
We'll be back soon with another episode. Until then, keep practicing and stay curious. Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone.